It is time for today's big game breakdown. Let's talk some NBA West Coast action. ESPN game Wednesday night. That will be the Raptors in LA to face the Clippers. Right now, look at the WagerTalk live odds screen. Clippers minus 2.5. Total 230. We've seen a little bit of money for the underdog. We've seen a little bit of money for the over. I'm going to disagree with the money for the over. Look, only one of the last 10 meetings between these two teams has gotten to 225. Everything else under. All right. It's not like Nick Nurse and Ty Lue are playing up-tempo basketball against one another repeatedly again and again. In fact, we're talking about two teams pace-wise. The Clips 24th, the Raptors 25th. So it's not two up-tempo basketball teams game in, game out. What we've seen of late from the Clips is some really shoddy defensive showings. They got torched for 176 points in that double overtime loss to the Kings. And, they gave up 51 points in the third quarter of the Grizzlies the other night. But fourth quarter of that game, they won a 17-0 run. Ty Lue finally made some adjustments on the defensive side, and it had a big difference. Zubac, the big center, quote, "Last how many games we're doing pretty good offensively, we just can't get any stops. And getting back to the team we were at the beginning of the year, when I think we were one of the top 3 defensive teams in the league, I think that's who we can be, who we should be, if we want to be in a position to win a championship. I'm expecting a concerted defensive effort from the LA Clips tonight, and I think they're better defensively than what we've seen." The Raptors, they cashed 4 straight unders after the All-Star break. The last 3 have all gone over, but they come with asterisks. They had a flat game, the first of 2 versus Washington, stuck over the total. The rematch went over only because it went into overtime. And the last game versus the Nuggets went over only because Scott Foster didn't want Toronto stealing one and called the bizarre technical foul at the end of the game that resulted in a whole bunch of points, or enough points late to get it over by a bucket. This isn't an over team right now. The Clippers aren't an over team right now. I'm expecting defense to be on center stage. 230's too high for this one. Take the under between the Clippers and the Raptors. There's your big game breakdown. Best of luck with all your wagers.